Welcome to the 12th and final war of Season 7 for Loki. We are currently ranked 7, going up against Jokers. Again? Wait, what? Didn't we just play these guys? We did just play these guys, man. It was only a couple of wars ago that we were playing Jokers, but, well, here they are again. Matched up with them again, and gonna go ahead and pop on boosts as per usual. Got a mixture of light and medium boost this war. Light attack, light health, medium champion boost. First node is a 5-star science champion, 5-star awakened science champion, and you can see it's got very, very small health pool, only 48,000 HP for a 455, and that is, you know, including the node boost and everything. It's actually going to be a Wasp that I'll be going up against. I'm going to go ahead and pop on an invulnerability boost that'll cover me for this fight and the next couple of fights as well. Really just trying to play it safe. You know, Wasp, like I mentioned in a previous video, if she connects a heavy attack, it could be devastating, especially with the Aggression Fury node here, so, you know, I'm really not going to take any chances. She drops super quickly, as you see here, 2 5-hit combos, a special one, and boom, the fight's over in 15 seconds. You know, the ultimate glass cannon champion, but it's just that heavy attack that can be a little scary at times. Alright, next node is the Bane Stun Immune node, and we have a 565 MODOK on this node. Feels like I was just fighting this Wolf 2602 MODOK like it was just yesterday. That's because it pretty much was. But we got Bane transferred over to MODOK here. Just trying my best to get his shield down before you know, before the Bane timer is about to expire, and there we go. I got a decent Bane transfer there. I do mess up this special one though, and that's not the only time that happens in this fight. It kind of works out because timing-wise, it gets the shield down, and boom, I get another good transfer there, another good Bane transfer. But yeah, a little bit sloppy this fight. I was just mistiming. You know, miscounting really, I guess, all of the different times, you know, this auto block was going to be down. You can see Bane, even at this point, I'm having a hard time transferring it off myself, and it's still ticking for 475, even though MODOK was relatively low HP at this point. So, yeah, that's why MODOK is stuck on this node quite often, just because it can be pretty difficult at times to, you know, get that Bane off. You end up taking a lot of damage. I ended the fight with a little over 50% health left, so, you know, not the biggest of deals. I'm used to fighting MODOK on that node at this point, but can be pretty tough if you're new to Path 6. That is definitely a fight that you're going to want to practice ahead of time and just get comfortable with, because that is, you know, can be pretty brutal if you're not used to it. Alright, next fight up here, we have a 6-star unawakened skill champion that turns out to be a Kingpin. And I'm hoping that I can get into this fight. This was freaking me out here. You know, I still had the invulnerability boost on. The clock was ticking away. There was something like 25 seconds left or something like that when I clicked to join the fight. And I'm just sitting here thinking, oh god, if I don't load into the fight in the next 25 seconds, I'm not going to get into the fight. But, you know, I do get into the fight here. Fortunately, the server issues, they go away, at least for right now, and this Kingpin is running suicides. It is the final war, so you know, there was a bunch of people placing with suicides on for both alliances, I would say. As we're kind of locked in here, I think both of us are definitely locked in for Masters at this point. But of course, you know, still playing for the win here, just because, hey, it's a really good source of 6-star shards and 5-star shards and all that. So, but this Kingpin goes down pretty quickly, thanks in part to that, you know, the suicides, the recoil damage that helped out quite a bit there. All right, moving on to the mid mini boss, which is a 565 Gladiator Hulk. Gladiator Hulk is someone that I don't know if I've seen on this mid mini before. This kind of threw me off a little bit. You know, I'm used to fighting Gladiator Hulk, so I wasn't super worried about it going into this fight, but I was not used to seeing Gladiator Hulk on this node. He has a lot of life. You could see 201,000 HP on this node here, and of course this is buffet, so until I get those petrifies, he's going to be healing for a lot. But of course, you know, Void works great against this guy. There's nothing that Gulk can do, Gladiator Hulk can do to shrug off the debuffs or anything like that. So pretty standard fight. The one thing that kind of trips me up with Gladiator Hulk that I can recommend trying to watch out for if you're fighting this guy is his special one. You want to delay your dash back a little bit. You know, instinctively, I think as soon as we see the animation, him lunging towards us, we want to dash back, but kind of have to wait until his weapon is, you know, is hitting the ground. That's really the time that we need to dash back. So, if you're not comfortable with evading that special one, two things to try. One is pushing him to a special 2. I think the special 2 is easier to evade. You just kind of dash back multiple times like that. Or what you can do is just block the special 1. You know, he doesn't hit that hard. So yeah, you could just straight up block the special 1. That's fine to do as well. And then the only other thing to watch out for is the smash icon. You'll see on his status bar up there, from time to time he'll have that yellow smash icon, which means you cannot attack him after that special. Otherwise, it's going to be unstoppable, and he's going to hit you right back in the face. Or it's gray like it is right now, meaning his next attack was going to be a smash. So it gives you a little bit of advance warning. So yeah, that's pretty much the only things to watch out for Gladiator Hulk. Otherwise, it's not too big of a deal to take down. Alright, gonna heal up my Void again, and now we have a 6-star Awakened Tech Champion on this explosive personality aggression armor node, and man, this guy has a 6-star Awakened Infinity Man. That is some pretty good luck. I think the last time, last champion I fought against Jokers on this node was also a 6-star Awakened Tech Champion, but I believe it was Yondu. So yeah, this is a little bit different. This is a little bit of a step up, I would say, from a Yondu. I do make a few mistakes here. There's one big mistake that I make, which is that I attack into his block. You can see me do it right there, and that was definitely a mistake. I should not have done that. With Explosive Personality, I believe that armor up that I just gave him counts towards Infinity Man's regular armor up where counter where he'll parry you if he has 4 total. The aggression armor I know does for sure, and I'm just assuming that the Explosive Personality does as well. So at this point, I don't really want to attack into him regularly. The only way I'm going to attack into him is with a heavy attack. And I also get some bad luck where the first 4 debuffs, none of them were Petrify, so that did delay things a little bit as well. I do have 1 Petrify up right now, and of course the second one is going to be applied pretty shortly here, so eventually the fight starts to ramp up a little bit, but much slower start than I would have liked. This fight does drag on a bit versus what I was able to do in previous wars. This one is going to go the distance, a little bit at least. Not going to time out just because it is, I am using a 565 Sig 200 Void. I don't think it's possible to time out with a max Sig Void like this at rank 5, that is. But I do remember a time where when Infinity Man just came out and there weren't that many people with maxed out Voids, and a rank 4 Void and maybe not high Sig level and everything, it was a real threat to time out against this guy unless you played it really well. But yeah, in this case, he ends up dropping. Not too big of a deal. Okay, gonna heal up Void once again here, just because I will be boosting up. Have to reboost, of course. Have dropped off at this point. And I'll be using Stark Spidey for this next fight, but I will be using Void for the final fight, which will be against a Sentinel, which is someone that I don't normally see on that mini. I was actually going to use Void for this fight too, this 6-star Unawakened Mutant, because I was just going to assume that it was a Nightcrawler, but actually last night on my live stream, I was a little bit bored, wanted to take a break from Arena, didn't know what else to do, hopped in Alliance War and just scouted it out, popped open the Scouter Lens tool, and turns out that it's a Domino. So have a 6-star Unawakened Domino to fight here, and you're going to see that the Awaken ability for Domino is pretty important defensively. Domino can still be a pain, and I wasn't really looking forward to this fight or anything, but without taking that degen damage, oh man, it is a night and day difference. I mean, again, you could still easily die to Domino if you get hit by a special 3. and get that critical bleed on yourself. You're gonna bleed out unless you're using a bleed immune champion, right? And unfazed can still trigger if this person's running unfazed, and that could, you know, get me into some trouble. But fortunately, I don't think I had any of those unfazed shenanigans happening here. And just get a nice special 2 off with 7 poise charges, get a couple of shocks going for over 1,000 damage a tick, and that is enough to bring Domino down. Not too bad at all. Gotta love having those blade poise charges to start out the fight. Alright, and finally, the final fight of Season 7, right here. A 565 Sentinel on this this recovery and strike back mini boss. And this was actually really early in the morning that I was doing these fights. I wanted to just get them over with. It's like, you know, I think it's like 7 or 7:30 in the morning or something at this point. And I really just wanted to get these fights over with so that I can turn on the Suicide Masteries. So yeah, I was like, I'm still kind of tired. You know what? Let me go ahead and pop an invulnerability boost just in case. I didn't really take any time to warm up or anything like that. So popped on that invulnerability, and it actually it helps me, but only because I make some really stupid mistakes. I get clipped by that special 1 there. And then, yeah, later on in the fight, you're going to see some mistakes as well. I kind of forgot about the strike back node, to be honest, until after the first special. And then I had, you know, I have a Petrify anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. He's only going to gain half a bar of power. But you are going to see that, you know, I generally try to keep Sentinel to a special 1, but I am going to push him to a special 2 a couple of times, in fact. Because Sentinel is awakened, I want to rotate between special 1 and special 2 against this guy. So that's why I saved to a special 2 that time. And there goes the rest of my my invulnerability boost right there. Really didn't do a whole lot. Probably should not have popped it, but whatever. We got a couple weeks during the off season here. Hopefully we see an invulnerability boost in the store. I only need to pick up 1 and I'll be capped out again. But as I was saying, you want to rotate your special 1 and special 2s. Technically, it is fine to just spam your special 1 if you are 100% confident that you're going to evade his specials and stuff like that if he gets to 100% or 100 analysis charges. That's what I'm more concerned about, is I just don't want him to get to 100% or 100 analysis charges. And that's why I'm rotating. I mean, he's going to get close to it by the end of this fight. But that's fine. As long as he's below 100, then the specials are not unblockable, and I don't have to deal with that special 2 that can sometimes be a little bit annoying to evade. I am Incinerate immune. You know, Void is Incinerate immune anyway, so if I got hit by it, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but still, playing it safe. Alright, and that was the 12th and final war of Season 7, and we did come out victorious here. Good work to you guys over in Jokers, and I will see you all in the next video for the Season 7 recap and rewards. Alright, thank you all for watching. Take care.